Have you ever achieved something that you have really been wishing to achieve, and after you achieved it, you still feel like there's something off, I don't feel fulfilled yet? If you're not happy where you are right now, it will be quite difficult to be happy when you get into that next big thing that you have been aiming for. Hello, Unfiltered community. Welcome to the very first episode of Unfiltered with Love Babajide, a space where we have real, raw, and meaningful conversations about life, relationship, personal growth, values, and everything in between. And I am beyond excited to finally launch this podcast with you guys. My goal here is very simple: challenge mindsets, change wrong narratives, and help all of us build a value-driven life. And what's a better way to start this journey than to start by talking about something that so many people are struggling with? Contentment. We live in a world that is constantly telling us that we're not enough, we don't have enough, and that there's something we always need to chase before we can truly be happy. But then I want us to take a pause today and think about it. What if the real joy is not in the next big thing, but in embracing where we are now and being thankful for it? So let's get into it. See, let's be honest. Contentment is not easy, right? There's this way the society makes us feel like we need more. Okay, you need a bigger house, you need a better job, and until you get that, you may not really be happy. But that's not true. Society makes it look like your life has to be a certain way by a certain age. If you are 30 and you are single, that means your life is not the way it's supposed to be. If you are 40 and it looks like you're yet to have everything figured out, there's this pressure that constantly makes you feel like, you shouldn't be happy yet until you get certain things done. And social media even makes it worse, because the moment you come online and then you scroll through Instagram, for example, you see somebody who has put out their best highlights, curated photos. You just suddenly feel like your own life is smaller in comparison. And then it becomes very easy to think, maybe I'll be happy if I had what she has. Maybe I'll be happy if I'm where she is. But it's not always like that. Now let me ask you a question. Have you ever achieved something that you have really been wishing to achieve, and after you achieved it, you still feel like, there's something off. I don't feel fulfilled yet. You see that thing? That's the trap of discontentment. It makes us believe that your happiness is tied to the next big thing. So you want to move from where you are now. Let's do the next thing. Maybe by the time I do it, I'll be happy. If you are single, for example, you just feel like, I'm single and sad. Maybe when I'm married, I'll be happier. But the truth is that if you're not happy where you are right now, it will be quite difficult to be happy when you get into that next big thing that you have been aiming for. And that's just the truth. Now, if you are single and you are not happy, by the time you are married, maybe there may just be a change, but really you will not get that happiness. And that's the reason why so many people are in relationships and they are not contented. They jump from one place to the other because they feel like, this one is not perfect enough. Maybe if I get the next new person, maybe if I get the next richer guy, maybe if I get the next more handsome guy. But your happiness is not tied to that, because you have not learned how to be happy where you are. So now let's get something clear. Contentment is not the same thing as settling. Because I know the moment somebody heard contentment, you're just like, you want me to be staying where I am? I should stay on this spot. That's not what I'm talking about. There's a huge difference between being contented and settling. Now, if you are settling, it means that you are good with where you are staying where you are because you are too scared of moving forward or trying something more. But contentment, on the other hand, means that you are where you are, happy, while you are hoping, while you are working towards a better future. Those are two different things. So contentment is not settling. I'll give you a very quick example. When I was about to start my content creation journey, all I had was a phone with a broken camera, right? But I started doing it right there. I could remember I had a wall that was not painted. Everything was just somehow. But I started doing it. I didn't wait till I had an iPhone, because right now, even as I speak to you, I don't still have an iPhone. And I'm still doing the things I'm supposed to do, the little ways. Contentment just means that, you are grateful with what you have and you are working towards getting something else or getting something better, right? So if you're listening to me right now and you already feel like you're not good where you are, your life is this and that, your life is the worst. Can you check deeply? It could just be because you are not giving thanks. You're not grateful for what you currently have. And it's not supposed to be like that. So you can work hard, dream big while you are thankful for where you are and happy at the moment. All right, so how then do we get to a point where we are contented with where we are? We are happy even while we are working towards bigger things. I think I'm going to share like 4 to 5 points with you that I really want us to practice. I said us because we need to constantly practice it to become better persons. And the first point will be to focus on what you have at the moment. Take your eyes off what you don't have. Now, instead of dwelling on what you don't have, oh, I don't have a better phone, if not I would have started what I want to do. I don't have better clothes, if not I would have. Focus on where you are right now, or what you have right now. Shift your perspective away from lack to abundance. If you do that, you're practicing contentment. And number 2 will be to stop letting social media define your happiness. Stop letting social media define your happiness. Because the truth is that what you see on social media are best curated moments of other people. The other day I took a picture and then my leg, I didn't like how it was looking. And I was overthinking that. At a snap, I just thought to myself, wait, I just want to post a picture. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? You see, what you see on social media is people putting their best to look good. The same thing with you. When you want to post things, you check, double check. Some people edit and re-edit pictures just so that they can appear perfect on social media. And that's what we see everywhere, right? But in our case, to practice contentment, we need to ensure that we don't allow social media to define our happiness. Don't get carried away. There are many people that you see on social media that their lives look so perfect. But if you go or if you move closer to them and they are kind enough to open up to you, you'll be shocked that sometimes you are even doing better than some people. And number 3 will be to redefine success in your own time. Yes, redefine it. Our journeys are different, and that's one thing I've actually realized. There are some times in my life where I've had to take a pause, take a break, right? Things were not moving as fast. But even at the point where I took a break, to step back, I saw that I made certain progress, even though I wasn't out doing all the things that, people could have termed successful, okay? So you need to calm down, know that your journey is different. Your journey is unique, and so is your timing. So just because somebody got something done before you doesn't mean that yours is less important. She got married before you, he got married before you, doesn't mean your own marriage is less important. Oh, she had kids first. I don't have kids yet. It still doesn't mean that your own kids will be less beautiful. So you need to keep that in your mind as you practice contentment. The 4th thing will be to find joy in the present. Oh my God, I cannot stress this one enough. Find joy where you are, because the truth is that if you cannot find joy where you are, you may never find it even in that next big thing you're looking forward to, right? If you are single and you're sad, I'm sorry, I'm talking about single people. If you are single and you are sad, chances are that when you are married, you may not be happy. Because while you are married to that man or that woman, you may see somebody better and you are like, oh, if only I'd married this lady, maybe I would have it better. Maybe it will be easier. If only I'd married this man, right? So find joy where you are. Enjoy where you are. Enjoy your present state while you're looking forward to become better. And the last one, number 5, will be to trust the process. Oh, many times we cannot see the full picture. We can't see what God is doing in our lives. So we may not really be able to understand. But when you trust the process, you know that eventually things are going to turn out well. And every season of your life has a purpose. There is no season you have had to go through that does not have any purpose. Oh, I'm just going through this. Oh, my life is just like this. It's not true. That season has a purpose. A season could come and it's helping you to build capacity for the next phase. It has a purpose of its own. So trust the process. So Unfiltered community, as we start this journey, I want us to build a mindset that values the present while still dreaming for the future. Contentment does not mean that you stop growing. It only means that you stop believing the lie that joy is somewhere else, because joy is right there where you are. So I have a challenge for us this week. Reflect, think about your life, and then find things that you need to be grateful for. Family, progress, or even the fact that you're still alive and breathing. That's something to be grateful for. So let's practice gratitude. Let's embrace our journey and guard our peace. So, guys, thank you for being here today. And if this episode spoke to you, then you want to share it with a friend. And let me know in the comment section if you agree with some of the things I said, or if I left anything out. Do well to remind me in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe, because I'm going to see you in the next episode. And until then, keep living, keep being grateful, and stay unfiltered. Love you.